I used to be that guy who would go to the gym, take a picture as his streaks, and then leave before even training. If there was one thing which younger Adrian lacked the most, discipline. I started going to the gym all the way back in 2018, 7 to 8 years ago. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. At the start, I fucking loved it until it got to a point in time where I realized me lifting weights, me pushing myself to muscular failure is going to be a weekly effort. And that leg day is always going to come back around. At first, me going to the gym to smash legs, smash my chest, my back, my biceps. Whenever I was to complete my early sessions, I would always say to myself, oh, thank God that's done. I can go home now, can eat some shitty food, I can hop on the new 2K, and I can chill and I don't have to worry about training. Life is complete. Go to school, talk shit with my friends, have a lazy weekend, probably go to some parties, drink some alcohol, stay up till 2, 3 a.m., get smashed, at worst, blackout, drunk. Monday rolls back around and I say to myself, what? I need to go to the gym again? It feels like I was just there. Keep in mind, at this point of time, I was actually pretty obsessed with like looking at YouTube videos, how to build muscle faster, take this, do this, train this way, have this split. As a beginner, I wanted gains in like the quickest amount of time possible. And I would see videos about like training splits. Oh, you need to be in the gym 5 times a week. So I would go 5 times a week, which was from the get-go, setting unrealistic expectations with myself. Monday rolls around, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to go today. How can I prove that I'm going and that I'm training hard? Why is there an ambulance going by? Do you hear that? How can I prove that I'm training hard to my friends, my peers, to the girls in my school without having to go through pain? I know. Why don't I go to the gym? Go to the gym, go inside, get my phone out, pull up Snapchat, streaks, leg day, and then go back home. Oh my God, I'm a genius. And then I can, wait, even better, why don't I go take 10 pictures so next time I can do this from home and pretend I would do that for 2 months until I got caught out by my friends saying, Adrian, do you even go to the gym anymore? How embarrassing. Imagine my father was to know about this act of laziness, unambitiousness, weakness. And at the same time, I would wonder why, fuck, my arms are still like fucking 5 inches. I haven't made any progress. If anything, I've regressed. I've become more unfit on the basketball court because of how fucked my habits are. I'm not stimulating my muscles at all. And if anything, I'm drinking more alcohol than ever because now I have a little bit more of an ego because I'm the guy that goes to the gym. And I think I deserve the alcohol because I'm working harder without realizing that this alcohol is just digging me a deeper and deeper and deeper hole. what's funny? At the same point of time, high school, wouldn't care about my grades. Wasn't working a shitty part-time job in high school. I had like no other stresses in my life. And then it clicked. I'm like, why don't I just keep going and make this the focus? What's the point of lying that I'm going? What's the point of not giving it my all? If I can like zoom out and think long term and change my identity from the skinny, fat, awkward, lonely teenager to some jacked, charismatic, intellectual, Giga Chad. That sounds pretty cool. Why don't I try to convince more of my friends to come with me so I don't feel as of lonely going to the gym? So I would actually start making Snapchat group chats titled like something cringy like Gym Boys or something like that. And before you know it, bro, sooner rather than later, we were already hyping each other up and almost challenging each other, giving each other accountability that no, lad, you can't skip this gym session. This is a non-negotiable now that you're in this group chat. At first, this chat was popping off, and this was a large reason to my overall consistency. But I remember 2018 going into 2019, month by month, this group chat would go quieter and quieter. From 6 of us always going to the gym together, it fell to 5, to 4, to 3, to me and my first ever proper gym bro. It was just us two. We would go every single, 4 to 5 days in the week after school. We would bust together and we'd go to the gym. And on the walk there, we'd always say to each other, Adrian, holy shit, everyone's just dropped like flies. Now it's just us two. We gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. I'm like, yeah, bro, there's literally no other way. I'm gonna keep showing up. Are you? 6 months go by. And now I'm the only guy catching the bus. I would do that up until 2020, 2021, until lockdown and all that shit happened. Then I would train from home. Then I would go back to proper gyms and I would take it as serious as ever. And over the course of like 7 years, I have built the Greek God physique naturally. What is the reason and meaning of this story? It's that discipline was the key element that got me from point A to point B. Man, force, dirt, grit, desire, outcome, nothing else. Not the social group. I know how cool and funny it can be to go to the gym with all of your friends, being social. It actually does make it a whole lot easier. But that doesn't establish discipline. What is discipline? Discipline is the act of doing something that you don't really feel like doing, but you do it anyway, regardless of how you feel. When my friends started dropping like flies, what was the easier choice for me if I wanted to be super social? Probably to be a sheep/follower and follow them. That wasn't the disciplined option. I knew deep down that they weren't making the right choice, and I'm making the more painful, the harder choice in the now, but it's going to serve me in the future. So I stuck with it. From being the guy who would fake pictures and Snapchat streaks and all that shit, to the guy who wouldn't skip a session without fail. I can sit here today and confidently say that I haven't skipped a leg day in over 8 years. You know how powerful it feels to say that? You know that self-love and trust I have with myself, my identity, who I am, just because I know on those days where it was raining, on those days where maybe I felt a bit sick or maybe there was a party going on, I did what I had to do first. And that's when the masculine essence thrives. We can sit here in an empty room with the biggest smile on our face, feeling absolutely so happy at the fact that we've done what we've had to do. We don't need any of these materialistic possessions. We don't need any validation from this girl. We can quite literally sit here happily, knowing that we destroyed our bodies, knowing that we recorded that video, knowing that we did that one thing which took something out of us. As hard as it was at the beginning, the fulfillment and purpose we got from it at the end was absolutely worth the fucking investment. And I won't take it back for anything. That's almost the same as how I feel now with YouTube. As painful and as awkward and as gut-wrenching as my first video was, I sat here and I took it by one step every time. I said, if I can just sit in my chair, force myself to just put my ass down and sit down and click record, I know that's the disciplined act and it's going to be worth it. I had the same mindset with going to the gym. I would always say to myself, if I can just get on that bus, literally right outside my street, if I can just catch that bus that comes by every 10 minutes, if I can just get on it and worry about the rest later, take it one step at a time, I know it will all be worth it. And that's what I did. Here in Australia, you need like a Mikey. That's like your bus card with money on it. I didn't even have that because I couldn't afford it. I'd have to sneak on the bus. And yeah, at times I got caught and I would get fined. But that didn't stop me. This gym was like 20 minutes away from my house. It actually now recently got smashed down like 2-3 years ago because they're building some new freeway, which is absolutely so sad. But it all starts with taking that first step, not following the pack, because most of the time, bro, the pack is usually wrong. The pack is usually the comfort option. Sheep, lone wolf. Who would you rather be? As corny as it sounds, who would you rather be? And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, Adrian, but the lone wolf way is so lonely. And when I'm by myself and I don't have friends to push me, I just feel depressed. And I kind of just give up and relapse on my bad addictions. And always, I can only last like a month as the lone wolf, and then I'll just fall back being with the sheep. I would have stints of that. It's funny you say that, because I'll tell you what the one thing that is missing most in today's day and age that can actually make achieving goals that much easier. Brotherhood, masculine tribe, going to war together, setting goals together, and then even bigger goals. Voice crack. And then even bigger goals. I became the guy who would go to the gym by himself. And then once I got over that hump, got over that mountain and made substantial progress, it motivated others to then come with me again. I became a leader. Same thing with posting content. At first, I had one of my close friends. He's like, oh, Adrian, yeah, we got to start posting. He lasted like a month. I kept going. This was like 2-3 years ago when I started posting on TikTok. He lasted like a week, bro. I kept going, make substantial progress. And now people are more willing to listen to me. Now one of my closest friends has started with me, and it's actually made my own journey easier, because now it's like we've gone full circle and we have brotherhood again. I'm now no longer the lone wolf, but a wolf with other wolves. How fucking sick. And you're probably saying, oh, Adrian, but I'm still alone. You're not. What if I was to tell you that I've just released my own self-improvement community called the Petis Syndicate, where all men who are disciplined on this path of self-improvement have each other. They can ask questions whenever they want. They can hop on live calls with me whenever they want. They can watch pre-recorded courses whenever they want. We can even meet up and do hard, grueling challenges together. That's what was missing. And if that's what you need right now to get you over the line from being lazy, fake Snapchat streak sender to disciplined, charismatic alpha male wolf. That transformation, all in the first link in my bio, it's like, bro, this is the trade worth making. Holy shit. So now you're telling me on days when I don't really feel like going to the gym, I can just text a chat or put a post in the thread and say how I'm feeling, and the other boys can lift me up and motivate me? Yes, bro. And that's something I'd miss in my early years of training. That once group chat I had, I know how important social connection is for us men. Year by year, we're only becoming lonelier and lonelier. More isolated. More time spent in our houses and not outdoors. Do you know how important it is for us guys to have our playtime, as cringe as it sounds? We need that time where we're like wrestling with one another, challenging one another, making fun of one another, enjoying our friends' criticism. It's all in the book of The Way of the Superior Man. It is vital to our growth. And without it, we become alienated, lonely, and I hate to say it, bro, but a low testosterone soy boy who can't take criticism, who thinks he's always right. He thinks he's always right, but then always takes God knows how long to think about making the right or wrong choice. He's not an action taker. He's not one of us. And do we want to be like that? Fuck no. We're the type of guys, when we know something is right, no matter how painful or how much it's going to require of us, we're going to do it pretty fucking fast because we're action takers. We're go-getters. We're not those guys, aka younger me, who goes to the gym to take a fake streaks photo or to repost same gym selfies and not make any progress over 2-3 years. We're not that type of guy. We wake up in the morning, we look at our to-do list, and we just go. Even this journey of content creation, I become 100 times more motivated this past month just because one of my close friends is now on this journey with me. Stuff together is fun, but as long as it's with the right people. If it's with the wrong people, you won't last. You'll drop one at a time. One at a time. All of you will just be a big combination of cope and excuses. You know how much it stings and gives me the ick when I hear someone either texts me or talks to me? I'm pretty aware now. I like to say I'm more on the aware side than unaware. But when someone makes an excuse for starting something, that is such cuck bitch behavior. And pardon me for my vulgar language, but how do you expect to get better at something if you don't act? I did touch on this a bit on my recent video, but you need to act so then you can assess and then you can adjust. If I didn't keep pushing myself to go on that bus, go smash legs every week, do you really think I'd be known as the guy with huge legs, aka Quadzilla? I acted. No matter how skinny my legs were, no matter how anorexic I was as a whole, I knew it was the right choice because it required something out of me. If something ever requires anything out of you, don't think twice. I tell you what really helps me. If I'm feeling kind of anxious, especially in the morning, us guys always get the most negative thoughts in the morning. Then as nighttime rolls around, we're super motivated, but then unfortunately we have to go to bed and sleep. As soon as I wake up in the morning now, I've been doing this the last God knows how many years. Cold shower erases all negative thoughts. I can just sit in my chair and record. It's 8 a.m, bro. I haven't been this locked in with content for fucking months. There's one final thing I'm going to leave you with. It's an actionable step. It's not going to be too difficult, but I want you to take action on it. Or else that puts you in the category of being a bitch. Your actionable step right now is to start going to the gym by yourself. Sure, at times, if people want to join you for a session, okay, cool, train with them. But majority of the time, bro, especially if you're like 18, 19, still young, go by yourself. Because that will set the foundation. That will set the fact that you don't rely on anything external and that everything's in your control. And that should feel like so fulfilling and good, knowing that, holy fuck, I've never had control over my life. I've always fapped, I've always ate junk food. But now you're telling me I can feel in control? You're right, Adrian. I'm going to start going by myself and I'm going to join your brotherhood. I'm going to join your movement because that's going to make me motivate me even more to keep going. Don't rely on anyone else. Don't have any friends, sheep that tell you you're doing the wrong thing. Always know and feel that whatever requires or takes something out of you is the right choice. Discipline builds character. Discipline builds identity. And most importantly, discipline builds strength. Go to the gym now. I hope this video has motivated and educated you. I have just recently opened up my own private school community all about self-improvement. We're going to have weekly calls in there. We've got a live discussion thread, pre-recorded courses, and even planned meetups, which will be happening very soon. All for the price of $25 a month. Make sure to click the subscribe button, also a little bell icon. Kind of like remind you when I do upload these types of videos so you can watch them and educate yourself as soon as humanly possible. I'm going to go get a haircut now, and I'll see you in the next video with hopefully more of a fresh fade. Peace.